Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute. Life has been pretty wild recently. Not a bad thing, just a lot going on. If you can't tell, I'm in a new location. I officially moved to the beach, which is just one of the many things going on. Trying to balance a lot. The gym, marathon, moving, new job, all the things, content creation. So I was like, let's just give you guys an update, but also let's just talk about how I've been trying to kind of balance all these things at one time. But yeah, also kind of just give you a rundown of what's been going on. So let's get into it. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, and it's definitely hard to balance everything. But one thing that I've found that you cannot negotiate with is your body. So anything that involves my physical well-being, pretty much just the gym, diet, and then for me right now, it's marathon training. Well, I guess you could throw in sleep in there. Sleep. Okay, so let's say the gym, diet, hydration, supplements, all that, marathon training, and then rest. So those are the non-negotiables. And basically, I throw in all the other things I need to get done or want to get done in between there. So I like to plan pretty frequently. I kind of just constantly running through my head of my mental schedule, but I do it definitely the night before and the morning of. So last night I calculated how many hours of sleep I needed to get, what time I needed to wake up, and then I continue to kind of think about this throughout the day, especially when I woke up this morning. I'm like, okay, alarm goes off, let's get up. What time do I need to eat, and what time do I need to have these things done in order to get to the gym at the time that I want to get there. So that's pretty much always at the forefront of my mind is my non-negotiables. And then I kind of just plan everything else around that. And then as of right now, content creation is pretty fluid. So it depends on the day and certain goals, which part is negotiable and which isn't, which is how I prefer it right now. Some days it's like I got a hard deadline or I don't have enough things stacked up and I need to get it done. Other days it's kind of just like, if I want to do it today, I can. Otherwise, I can just move it to the next day. But without a doubt, I got to get my non-negotiables out of the way. One, it just helps declutter everything for sure. But two, it helps you actually be able to take a breath because the shit that you need to get done is out of the way and accounted for. If you're trying to balance a lot of things, you have to have some non-negotiables that are at the forefront of your mind every day so that you can actually have some room to breathe. But anyways, let's go do some non-negotiables and get this chest day out of the way. Okay, so it's actually like 9 hours after I recorded that first video because I had to get some shit out of the way. Had to meal prep, had to go to the gym. And so this is a perfect example. Now we're sat down. I need to get some work done. So today, obviously, I got to get some recording done. I got to get some editing done. Doesn't look like I'm going to have any, I'm not going to sit down and watch a movie tonight, that's for sure. So this is what I've discovered lately. It's that even after I get all the things done that I need to get done, whenever I have free time, if there's something I should do, I will always feel better after doing that thing. For example, technically I've got like the next 2 days worth of shorts and videos planned out. But if I didn't do any videos today, I would be a video short because I have to work for the next couple days. So I know that I could, just sit here and do nothing, which might feel better. It would definitely feel better in the moment, that's for sure. But in the end, and then even after 1, 2, 3 hours of doing this, I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna feel accomplished and fulfilled. I guess what I'm trying to say is that sometimes the more balanced thing is to actually do the unfun thing, because a lot of times we like to say have a balanced life, but the reality is it's not balanced, because for the majority of your time you're just doing things that you want to do. You're playing the game, you're watching a movie, you're scrolling TikTok. And so when you actually break it down by time, it's not really balanced. So sometimes finding a balance is doing the thing that you don't want to do. And in the end, it makes your relaxation time more enjoyable, in my opinion. It makes you feel like you've earned it, and it feels really good. So now I'm gonna put on the headphones, lock in, get some content done, and then get ready for work because, like I said, this is a perfect example. I work the next 2 days, so I gotta plan accordingly. That means I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. so I can go to the gym before I go to work. I think part of balance is really just routine and scheduling, and it's being proactive about things way farther in advance than you would think, and it's just working in reverse. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in here, and yeah, wish me luck. Okay, so just finished up with some content creation, thank God. That was dragging, so I'm gonna actually take a minute to relax and kind of be present for a little bit. I might do a little bit of rotting, because there's a difference. There's a huge difference, and I feel like most of your recovery, relaxation time should actually be relaxing and soaking it in and being present. But there's time for rotting too. Just find balance. But yeah, gotta prep because I got work in the morning. That's kind of the last thing that I've been trying to balance is work and finances and all that, because at the end of the day, I don't plan for my work, I plan around my work because I'm there to clock in, clock out, and go back to living my life, because work is not my life, it's part of my life. It supports my life. That doesn't mean I'm not a good worker and I don't care about my job and all those things, because I definitely do, but your work is not your life. Don't forget that. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of how I've been balancing everything. Been trying to take some time to just appreciate where I'm at, because a year or two ago, if I would have looked at my life now, I'd be ecstatic. So trying to soak it all in while still moving forward. It's a balancing act. What more can I say? I appreciate you guys watching, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Peace.